Good morning and welcome back. Hope you're all having a good Sunday, nearing the end of this weekend, and hopefully the world will kind of calm down. I understand that there's a lot of issues going on out there as far as rioting, looting, and so forth. Hopefully all that gets situated and calmed down, and we can start to get back to a little bit more regular pace of life, I guess. Excuse me. Anyway, today is going to be a flea market find. Yesterday, let me just adjust the camera a little bit. Yesterday, the wife and I went out to a flea market close to us and decided that we wanted to, or I decided I wanted to look at some cards and pick up a few and make a video. But I did want to get a shout out to a few people. I'm going to continue to support Holly over at the Scrounge Around Vendor Mall in Anderson. Go check them out. Go like them on Facebook. It's the Scrounge Around. They'll pop up in your search on your Facebook machine there when you type that in. So really support them. They're really nice people. My local card shop is Indie Card Exchange. Very nice people there. I've dealt with them for a number of years. There's their website and their Twitter handle. Go check them out if you get a chance. And the antique mall that I went to was Tad's Westfield Shops. Very nice little antique mall that I go to several times a year. And when I was over there, I bought some singles cards. One of the booths has some really nice deals on some singles cards. And I bought a... Excuse me, I apologize. My allergies are just going really stupid this morning. Bought a Super Monster box. So that's five row box of cards. And they were not sleeved. They were just all in there nicely packed. And it was $8 and it said mostly commons. And I got it home. So what I'm going to show you first are the cards that I bought individually. So these cards ranged anywhere in price from 25 cents to $1. So we'll just start off here. This nice David Justice, Greenville Braves. This is actually made by a company called Bleachers. As you can see, it's number 9185 of 10,000. And of course, 10,000 is a crazy run now when you think that we have one of ones. This next one, I was going to pick up one of them, but I decided to go ahead and pick up both of them. So it's the 1989 Upper Deck Gary Sheffield rookie card. And I was going to pick up one of them, and I said, no, price is awesome, I'll pick up both of them. Well, unbeknownst to me, until I looked it up, and then my best friend texted me about it later, there's an error and a correction card, and I had to go up online and look and see what that was. Well, it's the SS designation for the position shortstop. The one on the left here is the corrected version, and the one on the right is the error version. So I'm very happy to have both of those in my PC now. Got this Topps, it's a reprint of one of Cal's rookie cards. I'm not sure what year it come out of, but I always snag a nice Cal Ripken card when I get a chance to. And I picked this one, 1989 Bowman. Yes, I know it's a Ken Griffey Sr. card, but Junior is on the card as well. So, I couldn't go wrong with that one. 1989 Topps, John Smoltz. He had a couple of these, and that's on the card, or that's on the holder there. That's not on the card. He had a couple of these, and that was the one that I looked at that was the best centered. Got an 86 Topps Nolan Ryan Mini. Looks like we're trying to focus on the cards on the background and not the foreground. So anytime I can get a nice Nolan Ryan card, I do. Got a Tim Tuffle rookie card. Yeah, I know it's probably not worth a great deal of money, but it was just an interesting rookie, 1984. I actually do, even though I say 1989 was the year that I started collecting, I remember growing up finding a handful of 84 Donruss and Fleer cards in the house before I started collecting, so evidently somebody got me something in 84. Got this Roger Clemens. I believe this is out of one of the insert sets from Donruss in 88. I really like the orange border better than the blue border. Got the same one from Nolan Ryan. Again, I think it may be like their all-star set or a different set. It's obviously number 232, so there's a lot more cards than that. I believe this is 92. This next one, 92 Leaf, Nolan Ryan. Again, anytime I can, there's certain players, Nolan Ryan and Cal Ripken Jr. You've seen here. Well, here's Cal Ripken Jr. again. Anytime I see some of their cards at a really, really good price, I'm going to snag them up, even if I have multiples of them. Because I am going to work on this set, this 89 Fleer set. I've got that in the works. I've got 89 Donruss in the works. I've got two more boxes of 90 Donruss to open up, so I know I'm going to have one of those sets in the works. Got a Chuck Knobloch rookie. I think I only paid $0.25 for this one. So I'm happy about that one. Next one is a Richie Sexson rookie. And you see it has a couple other players on there. A little difficult to read the names, but there they are on the back, for those of you who wanted to read the names. Got a few newer ones here. Yusei Kikuchi, Topps Chrome from 2019. Then this one, Tuki Toussaint. I'm not sure what version of a refractor or parallel that is, but thought, hey, I can't go wrong on this one either. I kind of like the look of it. It's a very nice looking card. Next handful are from 1993 Topps, and it's the gold. It's one of the earliest parallel series you'll find. So we got Randy Johnson here. I like the fact that they put their home stadium on the bottom. Wade Boggs, 93 gold. I'm sorry, 92. If I said 93, I apologize. I was thinking of another set. But yeah, those are 92. So we have Gary Sheffield. And Jim Thome. So I thought that was I believe that might be his first Topps card. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not 100% sure. We have an 84 Topps, Pete Rose. Of course, I've seen that one. And Pete's another one that I try to get cards of when I'm out and I see it at a decent price. Then we have a 2019, just double checking the year, Justice Sheffield. Some kind of parallel there. I'm not sure what that was. There you see it, and it is numbered 117 out of 199. I'll have to look that one up. I think it's a pink something or other. I kind of looked it up in the Beckett, but sometimes that printing's difficult for me to read. Then I got a Carter Keyboom Optic. I believe this is also 2019. So those were the individual cards that I bought. And I really like the selection that they have. If I went over there and went through everything that they had, just the loose individual cards, it would take me well over 3 hours, because there's probably 7 or 8 super monsters of baseball, 7 or 8 super monsters of football, and probably 4 or 5 super monsters of basketball. And then there's a couple other hodgepodge ones. So now I told you about the $8 super monster box I pulled. These are the cards that I pulled out of it that weren't, as I would say, commons, or mostly commons. Not sure what year this sticker's from, but it's Mike Schmidt. Now, I'm not going to front and back every one of these, because that's just going to take too much time. Here's an Ozzie Smith sticker card from the same year. You can see they're a little bit smaller. Now, yeah, we may consider a lot of these cards to be commons. I'm just going to sit the stack down because it's a little thicker than what I wanted to hold on to. And yeah, they are from the junk wax era. But there's a lot of stars mixed in here. So I was happy to get these pulled out and separated. I'm going to work on a set of this. So as you can see, there's a mixture of Hall of Famers and All-Stars and just really popular players from that era. And some of them are even making comebacks in the card industry. I know that last few years I've seen a lot more like Jose Canseco and Mark McGuire and names of that stature. Barry Bonds to a degree. Ivan Rodriguez. I always enjoyed this card. I had a couple of them maybe when I was younger. Of course, most of my cards that I had when I was younger, I sold, most of the non-racing ones, that is. But I always like this card. So it'll go with my Nolan Ryan collection. What little collection that I have. I don't know why I put Pat Mahomes in there. I don't know if that's any relation to Patrick Mahomes, but I think it may be his dad. I'm not going to quote that, but we'll go there. We have Harold Baines, Cal Ripken Jr. Now, it's a member's choice. I think it's kind of like their parallel. And a couple of these have a couple soft corners, but not really worried about it. So got some really, really nice stuff in here in my opinion. Yeah, it's not one of one, it's not autographed, it's not memes, but that's not what this hobby is completely about. I enjoy it, especially with baseball. There are so many players and so many cards and so many teams. You can get wrapped up in one team or one player and never see the end of the tunnel in terms of what you're looking for collection-wise. And that's what I like about the hobby. Some people are set builders, some people are chasers. They chase relics or autographs or whatever. Some people build team sets. And that's what I enjoy about the hobby. If I have cards that people want, and they have cards that I want, boom, trade made. So, remember, it's not always about, hey, what is this book for? What can I get out of it? You know, it's to me, it's always been the enjoyment of just getting to sit down. It's just relaxing. It's no different than any other hobby that anybody else may have out there. Whether it's, restoring an old car, or if it's going on a nature hike, or whatever that may be. It's just one of those hobbies that's very, very enjoyable to me, and obviously you guys enjoy it too, because you do watch the videos, you do comment, which I do thank you for, so keep those comments, those likes, those subscriptions coming. I do appreciate that. But for me, baseball cards, racing cards, whatever, has just always been a getaway. Just like to immerse myself in them. I separated Mike Greenwell a couple of his, because I've mentioned in previous videos that he did make a few Truck Series starts back in the mid-2000s. So, one of these days, if I ever get an address, a TTM address, I may send a couple off to him. And I'm thinking about just getting started with the TTM stuff. Yes, I did pull a Sammy Sosa rookie. Actually, I pulled two of them. There's probably another one coming up here. I was very surprised to see those. But I'm thinking about getting into the TTMs. A lot of the other people out there are. I know Danny and Gray is. I know Cleveland Card Connection. A few of the other channels out there, they're starting to do the TTMs. So it's always interesting. It's definitely a different dynamic to the autograph collecting portion. I just gotta shelf up a few minutes a day to do that. And it's just all about looking at, throwing names in your Google machine and letting Google do the rest. And I've just not taken the time to do that. I'm not procrastinating. Just want to make sure that, that I'm going to enjoy that part of the hobby. So those are those small cards that I had. Apologize for my arm taking up half the screen there. Now, they did have some football cards in this as well, and basketball and hockey. I kind of just thumbed through the hockey, did not see any Wayne Gretzky, so that's about the extent of my knowledge of hockey. Maybe Jaromir Jagr and a couple others during that era. Also looked at the basketball, just looked at a handful of names. There wasn't really anybody that was just exploding off the charts. So I just left those be for now. And there's probably a combined total of about 500 or 600 cards there that's basketball and hockey. But there's some football cards, and my knowledge of football is a little bit more than what it is of baseball, or I'm sorry, of basketball and hockey cards. Not too terrible much, but I did find some nice ones. And this one actually is in really good condition from 1975. I texted my best friend and asked him about this guy, and he gave me some information, so guess this is a pretty decent guy. May get that one sleeved up. And I was really surprised to see this one in there. Yeah, everybody's going to hate on him, but hey, it's a rookie, so I'll get that one sleeved up. I don't know what the BV on it is, and I've kind of seen the eBay sold listings. It's only selling for a couple of bucks, but, hey. Then I have a Shaq here. I was really surprised to see a Shaq. Actually, this one came out of, there's about a dozen or so packs in there, but every pack had been opened. But they weren't searched, which I thought was really, really weird. So I got this out of one of the packs, which I thought if those packs would have been opened, that they would have pulled out all the stars. But a lot of these right here that we're looking at came out of those packs. So I thought that was a bit unusual. I don't understand why you would open a pack of cards and not take out the stars. But it's just, I don't know if they just opened it and was thinking, hey, there's no thick cards in there. There's nothing in there that looks out of place. So we're just going to put those back and whatever. I don't know if they came from a different retail establishment. Maybe kids opening them up, and then the shop is Willie Mays insert, really nice there. And then they just couldn't sell it. A Manny Ramirez rookie, Ted Williams insert. And I don't know, maybe some kids opened up the packs wherever they originated from, and they just said, nope, we can't do that. We can't sell these. So they just threw them in the whatever box and left them sit for 20 years. Whatever the case, I did peel them out. Of course, these triple play cards, I don't know if this is the precursor to the triple play that come out in like 2013 or not, if it's the same company. And this was kind of mixed in with them. But the triple play that we know in 2013, those cartoonish cards, anytime I get packs of those, they immediately go to Danny and Grace, so little Grayson can open those up. Got some more oddball. Jerry Glanville, a lot of you people may not know this, but back in the early 90s, Jerry Glanville ran a handful, maybe about 3 or 4 Xfinity Series races, and he also ran some Truck Series races as well. So always liked Jerry Glanville. Got some just random 91-92 era Pro Set. Mark Rippin, of course, he's a quarterback for the Redskins under Joe Gibbs. And the reason I separate Mark Rippin cards, Chad Little, back in the early 90s, about 93, started driving a car in the Xfinity Series numbered 23. And they had a handful of sponsors, but one of the car owners was Mark Rippin. And that's kind of, he got his start kind of, Joe Gibbs helped pull a few strings for him and get him into the NASCAR industry. And Mark Rippin was co-owner from about 92, 93 till about 96. And then 96 or 97, when the team moved up to Cup, they got sold, they got bought out by Roush and later Roush Fenway. That team does not exist. Actually, yes, it does exist. I'm trying to do the tracing arounds. No, it doesn't exist. I apologize. I was thinking Roush was still 4 cars, but he's only 2 cars, the 6 and the 17. But the 23 car would eventually become the 97 car that Kurt Busch won the championship with in 2004, if you trace the roots from where Mark Rippin came in. So very interesting there. Of course, we got Jimmy Johnson, not the 7-time NASCAR champion, and not the Hendrick Motorsports VP or whatever that Jimmy Johnson was, but this is the former coach of the Cowboys. Jim McMahon, former Bears quarterback, 1986 Super Bowl champion. 85 or 86, I can't remember. I know they beat the Patriots. One of the first Super Bowls I remember watching. Another Mark Rippin. Jerry Rice, very nice Jerry Rice card there. LT. Of course, LT actually main evented a WrestleMania, if you want to go in the Wayback Machine there. And another guy that was Jim Harbaugh, former Colts quarterback. Steve McMichael also wrestled in WCW for a period of time as well as a member of the Four Horsemen. So lots of ties to multiple sports through the football cards here. As you can see, there's lots of All-Stars, Hall of Famers, etc., like that card there. So I thought I didn't do too bad for $8. I've still got 4 full rows down here of the Super Monster box that I can go through. Push this back down just a little bit. Get all my information there on the screen for you. But once again, y'all go out there and support all your local card shops, your flea markets, etc. Really nice people in all those businesses. You can get some really, really sweet deals. Sometimes it takes you an hour, but you have to look, but it's worth the find, definitely. So I wanted to share with you guys some of the stuff that I found yesterday. Had a good time searching through cards. I want to text my best friend yesterday, said he's going to come with me one of these days here in about a month or so. We'll go over there and spend a few hours just just looking through all the singles, and I do appreciate going through all the singles because somebody did take time and effort to sort those, even though they're sorted from other boxes and other collections. They're all priced, they're all sleeved, they're all ready to go. All you got to do is just pick out the ones you like and go check out. So I'm looking forward to getting to do that again. Hopefully all the crisis and pandemics and everything in the world will get back to normal, and we can actually get some decent priced baseball card supplies like top loaders. Those seem to be really a gold mine right now if you look on eBay. But anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Hope you all have a great rest of your weekend as it's coming to a close today, and we'll get back to tomorrow being a regular work week. But I do thank you guys for watching, and we will be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. It'll be later because I do work in the morning, so it'll be probably a later afternoon, early evening video. Not sure what I'm going to have on the channel just yet, so I've got about a day to think about that. But I do appreciate the likes, do appreciate the subscriptions. We are up to 115, so that is super awesome. We keep just climbing that ladder. So I thank you all again. I appreciate all your support, and we will see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.